As predicted, it's happened again. With the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service decision to likely permit imports of elephant and lion hunting trophies from Zimbabwe and Zambia, international big game hunting is back in the public spotlight. Its opponents are ready with emotional indictments peppered with words like cruelty, waste, and extinction, while its defenders, perhaps with equal emotion, claim science for their side, their rallying cries proclaiming benefits for communities, livelihoods, and conservation. I'm sure many people might wish this debate would just go away, but it won't, so let's think about it and try to be fair. Look, no truthful person will tell you that all international hunting is good. It is clear that there have been cases of poorly conducted and poorly regulated trophy hunting abroad. Yes, there are examples of weak governance, corruption, lack of transparency, excessive quotas, illegal hunting, and poor monitoring in a number of countries. And these bad practices require immediate action and reform. However, legal, well-regulated trophy hunting programs do play an important, often essential role in delivering benefits for both wildlife and the indigenous and local communities that depend on this resource. This is not my opinion. This is a well-established, though sometimes conveniently ignored fact, supported by some of the most credible scientific and conservation organizations in the world. While the benefits of hunting for rural communities and as conservation incentives are frequently dismissed as insignificant or unclear, especially by individuals or groups personally opposed to the activity, they are often quite meaningful for livelihoods and instrumental for conservation. The statistics, the peer-reviewed scientific analyses, and the case studies exist to prove it. Hunting, no matter the motivation, is complicated. However, the issue of whether or not to restrict trophy imports is in fact more straightforward. To determine whether or not to allow imports, the United States Fish and Wildlife Service considers many factors, including the biological needs of the species, potential population threats, current population numbers, and whether management programs are established and effective. The service also considers whether legal protections, including hunting regulations and quotas, are enforceable, whether local communities are involved and benefit from the activity, and how funds generated from hunting will be used to benefit wildlife conservation. Therefore, a positive enhancement or benefit finding by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, such as that respecting imports from Zambia and Zimbabwe, means that a range country has undergone rigorous scrutiny and oversight by U.S. authorities to empirically establish that it has developed over time a regulated and well-managed hunting program for a sustainable wildlife population, and that legal harvests contribute to species conservation in the wild. These decisions are not made on a whim, but involve lengthy engagements with foreign governments and extensive analyses by real wildlife experts. Neither is the decision-making process designed in such a way as to be influenced by political leanings. Positive enhancement findings for importing hunting trophies to the U.S. are based in science. None of this means you have to love trophy hunting or even accept it. But I think it does mean you have to accept that it does, in certain circumstances, benefit wildlife populations and human communities. Now, if we are going to start getting rid of proven mechanisms for conservation anywhere or of any kind, from trophy hunting to protected areas, we'd better first know where the replacement dollars and other incentives for conservation will come from. I am a hunter, but like many hunters, I am a conservationist first. I support any and all programs that support wildlife, whether I like them or not. As someone who cares deeply about wildlife, it is my responsibility to put politics and emotions aside to support all scientifically established, legal, and well-managed mechanisms for wildlife conservation. I encourage all of you to do the same.